I started recording this a few minutes ago, but then I completely forgot what I was saying. And I don't know if it's because I'm now 53 and a half, or if I've always been kind of forgetful throughout my entire life. I've been like, oh, why am I in the kitchen again? Was I going to drink water? Oh no, I was looking for a pair of scissors. Anyhow, let's get started with this. I'm making a video to talk about my journey as a top three finalist. 4 years ago, I made a video about how I became a top six finalist. I was younger. Mama was 49 years old, so I was in the Ms. category. And now I'm in the classic category, which is a category for women over 50, which I feel like is the most difficult category because you are competing with women who could be anywhere from 50 to, people are living to be 100. You know what I mean? You're competing with more women. You're competing with women with a lot of experience, and the women are fantastic. So, the beautiful thing about this category is that you feel honored just to be competing. So, here's the journey. This year, 2025, was the most difficult year of my life. I lost my mom. My mom was a part of me. Like, I lived my life and I lived my life with her. Every morning I woke up and the first thing that I did was pick up my phone and send my mom a message, "Good morning." And I had a nickname for her, Mimo. And that in Portuguese means cute, little, amazing, and it means everything good that you can possibly use that word for. Mimo means a gift. It means it's just one of the best things you can call someone. So I would say good morning, Mimu, every morning, and that's how I started my day. So life is definitely not the same. It's um it's really hard for me to live without her. It hasn't even sometimes I still wake up in the morning and I pick up my phone and I want to send that message. So this year was very difficult. I had talked to Janice. she is Janice has become a part of my life to where like we exchange messages. I send her long audio files telling her what I'm feeling and we discuss different topics. She's become a friend even though we've never met in person. And I first when I became a finalist in 2021, I told her, "You know what? I have realized this dream that I wanted to be in an international pageant. I became a finalist, which was not if I didn't even think that this could happen. That's enough for me. I don't think I'm ever going to compete again. And I feel like other people should compete." And then Janice told me, "You could try again and compete again. Lots of queens compete again. You could definitely enter again next year or the year after you." And this year it wasn't in the cards, but I after I lost my mom and I started to think about not having regrets in life, right? I feel like I would have regretted it if I didn't enter again when I really felt that I wanted to enter again. And so Janice and Shannon, these two queens, they they totally encouraged me. I remember even telling Michelle Johnson about it. I was like, "I'm thinking about entering again," and she said to me, "You should definitely enter again." So I entered, and then I was just thinking I needed that. camaraderie. I'm probably mispronouncing it because I'm so excited and just, well, getting tongue twisted. But I needed to have that sisterhood again. And meeting new people is not so easy to do in a country like Norway because it's really cold. I'm not saying the people are cold, but it's so cold outside. I don't want to go outside and try to meet new people. And and it sounds crazy, but I haven't made a lot of Norwegian friends, and I think part of the reason is they go on long hikes in the cold, and they have um bonfire parties where they sit outside in the cold. I can't do that. I don't ski. It's very hard for me. So I feel like I have difficulty making friends when I can't go anywhere. This is why I felt like this pageant was so perfect for me. Online, in my own house, I could meet people all over the world, make new friends, and compete. And this, I could not, like, I was like, this was made for somebody like me. And I met so many amazing people. I met so many queens from all over the world. And just off the top of my head, I feel like about a dozen of these queens have granted me interviews and have been guest speakers in my classes, even though they're in Canada, they're in New Zealand, right? They're in different countries. They're in the United States, but they're also here. They're in England, but they're also here. So this was just I it's been perfect. The journey has been perfect, and I wouldn't change anything. But let's talk about what I did and how I became top three. I became top three this year after submitting two videos. I didn't have the proper equipment to do it, but I used the equipment that I had. And it was also too cold for me to go outside and film my videos, so I filmed the videos inside. And the most important part, once I became a finalist, was writing my speech. So I'm going to share my speech with anyone that's interested in it. I'm going to have a link to the speech. I'm going to publish it, and I'm going to have a link so people can read it. I wrote the speech myself. No chat GPT, no AI generated anything. I wrote it myself. I don't even like Grammarly. I have Grammarly on my computer, but Grammarly gives you a lot of hints and things. They don't want you to be creative in Grammarly. It's a very limiting program. So I just wrote it the way I wanted to write it. So writing the speech, and I might be wrong. Maybe that's not the way you go about it. Maybe you have to be more glamorous and more, you have to create a whole package with an image and then equally put the same energy in the glamour as you put in the speech. But I feel like I have to be honest about how I went about it. So I put my energy mostly on the speech. And I feel like I did this because I love writing and I love speaking. The problem with the speech is that I couldn't say everything that was in here in the amount of time that I had. So the first thing I did, and if you have Word, Microsoft Word, there's something called Immersive Reader on here. And immersive reader, it reads whatever text that you have in there, it reads it out loud for you. So I tested it beforehand. Here's what I did. I tested it. I don't know. I'm afraid if I take if if I unplug this that the sound's not going to come through. But it reads the text out loud for you. So it reads it reads the speech out loud for you. So what I did, I let it read the whole thing for me out loud, and I timed it to see how long it would take. So it was taking like 5 minutes almost, and I had to shorten it. So what I did with the original speech is okay, so I tried to memorize it. And that's where the other videos in this playlist, that's where they come in. I didn't have time to, where was I gonna, you know what I mean? When was I gonna rehearse? I work every day and I leave my house at around 6 because I don't have a car. Don't even get me started. It's a long story why I don't have a car here. But anyway, so I didn't have time. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to prepare for this on my way to work, on the bus. So all the videos are me walking down the street, me sitting on the bus, and just speaking into my phone, trying to remember the speech, trying to focus on everything I had to say, and timing myself to make sure I would have enough time. Oh boy. And I did this, and you can watch the videos on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel isn't, I'm not a YouTuber, okay? Like I I don't have many followers or anything, many subscribers, or should I say. I just I started my YouTube channel just because I wanted to hmm I just wanted to send the videos to my family in Brazil. And in the beginning, I think my mom, okay, in the beginning when I started my YouTube channel, I think my mom had access to it. We all had access to it, and we just uploaded a video so the whole family could watch the videos. So I'm gonna go here to content, and I'm gonna write, I think it says Mimu on it. No, I just go to oldest video. This this video right now is supposed to be 5 minutes. I've been talking for 15, but it's all good. Let's see. Hmm. I wish I could do the oldest video thing. But anyway, I'm just gonna try it. I wish I could do the oldest videos so I could show you all. But the thing is, so this was never about becoming a YouTuber. This was mostly about let's make sure that we can all share. Oh, here it is. My mom, my very first video, July 16, 2006, is my mom. And the funny thing about this video of my mom here is that it has no sound. But she didn't know it had no sound. So she was talking and being all pretty and oh, I miss her so very much. Look at her. This was in 2006. She made this video for me. Look at her. And there's no sound. There's no sound in it. And I'm like, "Mommy, there's no sound," when I saw the video. And I kept it, and it's a private video, so I can't it's not out for everyone to see. But sometimes I go back to old videos of her, and I just want to. Anyway, I'm starting to digress again. But my mom is just, she was amazing. She was stunning physically, and she was a beautiful person on the inside. She adopted everybody that she met that needed love. She adopted them into her heart. She was amazing. She was a magnificent individual. There is a myriad of things I would like to say about her. And one day I'm going to see her again. I believe there's life after this life. So here's the playlist that I made. And if I win, I don't think I'm gonna win. I don't think I'm gonna win. And I really don't. I know that people are like, "Oh, you're making these videos. You're like, you think." I don't think I'm gonna win. I never think. The thing is, I never think I'm gonna win anything. I always feel like I'm in this. I'm participating, and it's wonderful. Let's do it. And that's the attitude. So if I win, people can be like, "Oh, we should do as well as this girl did. We should, girl, I'm 53." So here are the videos of me. Like, this is just me, like, pointing the camera anywhere. I know you can probably do like audio files on your phone, but I couldn't be bothered. I just used the video function, and I'm talking into my phone, trying to remember the speech that I wrote. So there are fifth tries. The first try, 51 seconds. The second try, 2 minutes and 51 seconds. And people are like, we're just looking at a blank screen. Yeah, because I was like on the bus in the dark outside. I didn't have time to prepare for this. We only had a week. So in a week, I'm like, I'm going to get this done. So I'm going to use all the time that I have, like in between going from one bus stop to another. So this is how I prepared. I tried to remember the speech and I kept saying it into my phone. I'm doing this because I was holding my phone. Fourth try, I remember I was at the bus stop for this one, and in the middle of what I was saying at around 1 minute and 15, people showed up at the bus stop, and I stopped talking because I didn't want people to think I was crazy. Because I was like standing at the bus stop at 6:30 in the morning, dear judges, because I was like trying to. Anyway, and then the fifth try, it's all gonna come out because I'm gonna make all the videos, you know. So these videos can be like, this is how you do it. This girl won it, which there is a 99.99% chance that I'm not gonna win this. But in the off chance that I do, people can be like, oh, this is what we should do. But if I don't win, then this can be a don't do what this girl did because this did not work for her, right? And then finally, the filming the video. Filming the video. For me to film this video, and I didn't I didn't have time to film it anywhere other than the school where I work. I didn't have time to film it. You have to understand, like, you're announced as top three, and then you have a week to make your video, to write a new speech, make your video. Some women might be retired and they have more time to do different things, right? Some women might be like me, they work a lot and they have to kind of fit it where they can. So My only option was to film it at school. So I filmed it at school. I asked for permission from management. I do not look very glamorous right now. I woke up and decided to make this video because I want to create an outlet for my emotions always where I can share them with the world because I feel like sharing you can some of your feelings may be also the feelings of someone else and they can also feel like I'm not alone in this. I'm also feeling that. So I filmed at school. I only have 15 minutes between classes and then I had lunch. That day, I had to get ready and I had to film it. And I also had a class to teach after this. I actually taught a class dressed this way. And then I think halfway when the kids had a break, I went into the restroom. I took everything out and I put on normal clothes again. So so I filmed this at school. I don't think I said everything in my speech that I had written because it's very hard to memorize a speech that long, and it's also very hard to say everything that you need to say in the amount of time that you have. And I'm very big on that, right? So 3 minutes. It's just, I'm not going to lie, it's just over 3 minutes, a little bit over 3 minutes. And I had so much fun this year participating in the pageant. I I looked forward to the Zoom calls. I looked forward to seeing what the girls had posted. We follow each other on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm in every platform. I am everywhere. Twitch, X, Snapchat, Blogspot. Yes, I still have blogs out there. I am on Facebook, of course. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm everywhere. Everywhere. Even Threads. Threads. I know people are like Threads. Yeah, I'm everywhere. And social media has been a big part of my life because that's how I communicate with friends all over the world, friends and family. My my stepsister lives in Portugal. A lot of my cousins live there as well. I have an aunt who lives in Switzerland. I have family in New Zealand. I have family and friends in the USA, where I grew up part of my life and also went back as a teenager to study. So, and I used to go every year to see the Thanes. My they adopted me while I was going to high school in the US and they took care of me as part of the World Experience program. And we're still very close. We still talk. So I have friends and family all over the world, and being online was the way that I could stay in touch with everyone. And some people have threads. Some people have, well, not a lot of people have threads, but some people have X. Some people, yeah, Twitter, X, whatever. So this was the way for me to be in touch with everyone that I knew. So I'm just everywhere. Let's go to the Wayback Machine, and I'm not gonna say too much more on this video. I don't think people are still, if you're still watching, God bless you, baby, because I know that I talk a lot. I talk up a storm. So here's Wayback Machine. Wayback Machine is an archive so that you can find websites that don't exist anymore. Let me see if mine is still here. Go.to/Pollyanna. My husband, when he was still my boyfriend, maybe it was part of a plan to impress me. Maybe not. Maybe it was just he was studying for his degree. We met in Australia. He's a Norwegian man. A story for another time. So he was making websites in 1997. Nobody made websites. It was like, wow, a website. And he made this website for me. It doesn't exist anymore, but Wayback Machine archived some pages. So go.to/Pollyanna was my first experience online, and I communicated with people all over the world, with family, friends, everyone. Let me see how far back it goes. 2000. Let's go to this one to see. So this is the website that I had. So I've been online forever. For almost 30 years I've been online. So this is the website. It's like old school, the way they did websites back then. So my husband put this together for me, and I had a blast doing this, the website. He put all the pictures that, like, it took forever to scan the pictures. This is me in Australia, 1997. I look at this and I'm like, who is this? Look at those arms. Oh my God. Look at the blue mountains in the back. Yeah, I got my master's degree at Western Sydney University. It used to be called the University of Western Sydney. I digress. So I've been online a lot, and I want to continue to develop different projects online. I am totally open to anything that my sister queens want to do. Um, I was looking into what the queens do. The two queens are in my category, Louise and Lily. I am rooting for you, both of you. So I looked at what they do, the projects that they have, and I'm thinking I can help them. So if Louise wins, right? I looked at all the things that she does. I'm going to be like her representative here in Norway, and I'll try to help. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I can do something here. And every year here in Trondheim, I live in a city called Trondheim here in Norge, in Norway. Every year I run the Rusa Sløyfe 5K, and it's dedicated to research into the cure for breast cancer. I run every year the 5K, and I see that lots of women, they run in groups and they have different posters. They dress in a certain way. They do different things. I usually run alone, but I'm thinking I could create a group to run with me. I think the last 5K, I filmed it, right? So I'm thinking, I don't know what I could do with that, but I'm thinking, wear the crown, wear like a tiara, and wear my sash, right? I have a sash that says Brazil, and I have a tiara that is a crown that I wear when I dress up as a princess for Halloween. I can wear that, representing Brazil. And then I could also have a t-shirt that says Miss Regal World. I don't know. There's so much that we could do. I would like to go into schools, other schools. I'm already in a school, and talk to women, young girls, young women, young people about different issues. I'm a big advocate against racism, pro democracy, against anti Semitism. So I already do a lot of that. But then I could look into the causes that my sister queens are doing and also do. something along the lines of what they're doing. I saw um, Lily posted on her Facebook something against the discrimination. I feel like people discriminate against the disabilities that they cannot see. So Lily posted something about the invisible disabilities, the disabilities that people perhaps you see somebody and you don't know what they're struggling with. There are a lot of internal struggles that people go through that we don't know. I feel like we should be talking more about that. So I want to help my sister queens. And we all wear an invisible crown every day. So whether I have the crown, which I don't think I'm gonna have, or my tiara, or nothing at all, just just that desire to do something, to reach out, right? I definitely want, and this is an invitation to all of my sister queens. I want to have you as guest speakers in my classes. You don't have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning if your time zone is so different from mine. We can record it at a time when you can, and then I'll show the videos to my students. I try to keep them 15 minutes, half an hour tops. First, because my classes are an hour and a half. So these interviews, they take up some of the class, and then we have discussions, and then we read the textbook that we have to read in class, or we do different readings. Janice McGregor has written amazing articles, and I have read the articles with my students. So Miss Regal World has been a huge part of my life, and I'm already a winner. The worst case scenario, second runner up. It's already not too shabby. I'm loving this. So, Lily, Louise, you go, girlfriends. I am here for you. And we'll be in this together. I definitely want to be a part of your reigning year as an assistant, as a right hand. Is this my right hand? Yeah. As a right hand, I want to be there with you all for anything that you need. Once a week, once a month, once a fortnight, once every 2 months if you get sick of seeing me on the screen. But I want people to know that I'm here for them. And Victoria, Georgeville, thank you so much for having me back in the pageant this year. It's been such a positive experience. And I am rooting for Lily and Louise. I am going to be there for them and all the other queens in the other categories: Rio, Felicity, Chloe, Michaela, Sanani. I want to remember all the names. I feel like I'm missing one name. Rupa, of course. I'm trying to say these things off the top of my head. All of you, I have, I don't even know how to express into words. And I know that people might be weirded out, like, Pollyanna, we didn't spend that much time together. Online, we're always around each other. I see what you're posting, and I'm rooting for this other pageant that you're doing, the project that you're doing. I was looking at what Chloe was doing, and I'm like, I'm rooting for you. I'm applauding you here. I'm going like, yay, for you. So all of you, it's been a stunning, extraordinary experience this year. I wonder if anybody has watched this. to the end, but I'm going to be rooting for all of you, all of the candidates, all of the contestants. I am Anybody who wins is going to be fantastic. And I'm sure the judges have made the right decision. Over the years, I've seen stunningly gorgeous women with a heart of gold reigning. And yes, I'm just excited for all of you. And I'm going to end this video at 35 minutes. If you watched this until now, thank you, because I know I can talk a lot. Yep, 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 yep.